If you got offered 1,000,000 but it meant that every traffic light you approach will be red, would you take it? Why or why not? Yes. Because I am more annoyed by my poorness than driving. It happens to me anyway. Why couldn't it happen to rich me? This is the real answer to me. I would barely notice the difference in what? 10 seconds a light? The million in the bank would be 100,000x more money than I've ever had in my account. Exactly. Definitely an easy dilemma to answer to in hindsight. You'd still hit less lights. Because you wouldn't have to go out as often. Sure. I could learn the routes with the least stoplights for 1 minute. Yeah, and it's not too bad if you know it'll be red every time. Plus no one said you had to stop at the red lights. 1 million will pay for a lot of traffic tickets. Edit. My first ever award. Thank you. Getting caught running red lights numerous times is an easy way to lose your driver's license. Edit. No shit, you can throw money at the problem to make it go away. But if that's what you're seriously going to invest 1M in, then your priorities are probably out of whack. Also, 1M is a lot. But not fuck you, I can do whatever I want whenever I want for the rest of my life money. Right at red. U-turn. Right again. Edit. Where's my fucking gold? Edit 2. Where's my fucking platinum? I always think about doing this. I had a friend that used to do this all the time. He was a dick. He once told me every time I've ever had a Twinkie, there hasn't been any cream inside. I thought that was about the stupidest thing I'd ever heard. So he went into a gas station. He came out with Twinkies and bit into them. I swear there was no cream in either one. It was so bizarre. I suspect this was God's way of punishing him for driving like a dick. Edit. I think I should add that we also inspected the bottom of the Twinkies. There was no cream to be seen on the bottom where the cream is inserted. I'm telling you. Do not do this turn method to avoid a red light. There are consequences. Also, thanks for the silver and gold. Edit 2. I implore anyone who uses this turning method to go buy Twinkies and see what happens. I don't like Twinkies either. That's not the point. You should. Nay. Need to do this in the name of science. Edit 3. I really want to thank everyone who responded to my comment. I had a lot of fun reading your comments and responding to some of you. I'm now realizing I don't really ever tell this story. I guess I'll now frame it around the fact that my friend did in fact do the sort of red light avoidance. He did do it on the day where he bought the Twinkies. He did turn right into the gas station. Then turn right out of the gas station. To the person whose comment I was responding to who brought up this way of avoiding red lights. Thanks. Full disclosure, I just wait for the light to turn green and I never had a Twinkie without cream in it. I'm guessing he couldn't deal with red traffic lights. So he made a deal to have his Twinkies ruined instead. He definitely answered in a scripted scenario and is living with the choice he made. Drivers of Reddit. What would you give up for life to never be pulled over running a red light? Yeah. I would just walk or take the subway. Rail lines also have light signals. I hope you don't live in my area. Oh dear. Imagine if the passengers find out why the train is constantly delayed. Be like Inception, where all the people slowly zone in and kill you. Sure. It seems I hardly ever come up to a green light anyways. Honestly, just knowing it would be red every time I approach would be nice. I would just adjust driving patterns and I'd never get frustrated thinking I missed the green. It's just always red, not a big deal. Ick, right. It's always a piss off when you're getting to a green light and then it turns to red right before you'd be able to get through. There is an answer to this called the Florida maneuver. Drive through it anyway. I'm pretty sure that's the New York maneuver. I've been told that as a pedestrian you wait for the crosswalk sign to tell you to walk. Then you wait for all of the red light runners to finish going through. Then you cross. That's how I drive from Florida. In Minnesota now, watch the light change to my green. Sit and count to 3 Mississippi and look both ways and go. Okay, maybe 1.5 Mississippi. Sit there long enough to get honked at. The amount of time I waste sitting at red lights would not nearly reach the amount of time I spend working. With $1 million and my current expenses, I wouldn't need to work for 20 years. And that money can make me more money in the background. So yeah, it would be stupid not to take it. If you charge by the minute, you could actually use it to make extra money as a taxi driver. Now this is a plan. An evil one to boot. Hello Satan. Ride a bicycle. Bicycles are anarchy. They are allowed to go against a red. U-turns and right on reds are usually allowed. You telling a bicyclist what they're allowed to do is like telling the same to your cat. They glare at you a little and later take a vengeful crap in the middle of your bed. Yes. I don't drive. There's pedestrian red lights too. Though. I don't care. No cars, I walk. My country got no stupid jaywalking rules. I never understand why countries have such laws anyways. Like I cross the road safely as do the majority and there are still accidents, but it's the same as countries with these laws, so it makes no sense to have them. Went to Poland on business once. My project manager had to explain what jaywalking was before we went out in public. I thought he was fucking with me. Wait, WTF, your womble, lol. I literally just watched one of your videos like 5 minutes ago. I don't even know why I happened to read your username LMAO. As for the jaywalking, I'm in Canada and we have laws for it here. I think it's targeted more towards the assholes who randomly run in front of your car and ignore the crosswalk that's like 20 steps away than the average safe street crosser. As for the jaywalking, I'm in Canada and we have laws for it here. I think it's targeted more towards the assholes who randomly run in front of your car and ignore the crosswalk that's like 20 steps away than the average safe street crosser. There's no excuse for not looking. But sometimes jaywalking can be a deliberate choice that involves more than just distance. There's 2 crosswalks I jaywalk at because they're unsafe. One is by my bank. And the walk signal coincides with a green right turn arrow. People always reply to me when I share this story saying that's impossible. But I assure you, it is a thing. Cars do not look. Because they have a green and assume you're walking against the signal. See? That's impossible. This is an unsafe crossing. And after nearly getting creamed by a psychotic old lady, I started crossing in the crosswalk but against the light, waiting until it's clear and making a run for it when it was actually safe to do so, rather than whenever the crosswalk decided it was time to sacrifice a pedestrian. The other one is a corner crossing at a stop sign. And again, turning cars don't look. Visibility is crap because there's a brick wall blocking their line of sight as well as my ability to see them coming. But instead of edging out until they can see, they just YOLO straight through the crosswalk. This crossing is so unsafe that I won't even use it. I cross in the middle of the block instead. You can dump $1 million into a dividend stock e.g. Maine and take home about $5,000 per month after taxes without ever touching the principal amount. If I do some napkin math based on my current commute and a typical red light length of 90 seconds to 2 minutes, I'm going to effectively get paid $1,600 per hour to sit at those lights. So yeah, I'll take that offer. This guy hypotheticals. You're getting paid? Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So I get paid 1,000,000 to live the exact same life I already live? Sweet. Yeah, we don't exactly have too many traffic lights where I me the fuck up. Edit. Holy shit, this blew up. Thanks for the upvotes. I would buy a 1967 Shelby Mustang Cobra 500, my dream car, and be happy to sit in it at every light so people can see me driving it like a baller. LOL. Edit. I have no idea how Reddit awards work or what they do, but they look cool, so thank you. LOL. Hey. Don't steal my dream like that. Our dream. R/unexpected communism. R/our communism. Edit. Our plan is coming into place, comrades. Soon we will spread our communism to the world and everyone will become ours. And we become theirs. Together we will create peace and we will show the world how communism is good in the way it was wanted. We will not create a peace destroyer. Instead, a peacekeeper. R/we is thizasub. R/we is thizasub.